This is Penny Keener, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator and the original KeenerINKer. Today we're going to be making My Day strawberry card. We're going to be using the Berry Blessings, and it also comes with the Berry Delightful Designer Series paper. These are with our Sale-A-Bration items and free with a $100 purchase. The papers that come with it, you see blueberries, raspberries, the red and the purple raspberries, strawberries, more blueberries, strawberries, and more strawberries, and then some fun patterns on the back of that. We're also going to be using the Sweet Strawberry Bundle, which has the Sweet Strawberry stamp set and the Strawberry Builder Punch. We're also going to be using the Tailor Tag Punch and the Tasteful Label Dies. And for colors, we are using the Basic White, Daffodil Delight, and Garden Green cardstock, and the Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad. The sizes of cardstock that we're using, we're going to be using a little strip. It's 3/4 by 5 1/4, and we're using the side, and then a 3 by 4 piece using the side. And then this is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, so it's a half a sheet of cardstock, cut the long ways, and it's scored at 4 1/2 and 5 1/2. So we will go ahead and fold those using our bone folder. And then I'm also going to kind of fold this back because we'll have a little bit of a different fold on this. And this card was inspired by Jamie Zemer. So I'm going to put my stamp and seal down there and then just seal that shut, just like that. Now I'm going to put a ribbon over here, and sometimes when you put ribbon in or on a card, sometimes it kind of slides a little bit. So I'm going to be using the Tailored Tag Punch, and I'm going to make a notch at the top and the bottom so that my ribbon won't slide. So normally our punches are only meant for one piece of cardstock, but because I'm just doing just a little bit of a sliver, it is not, it will punch just fine for you. But just remember when you are punching out cardstock, just to do one layer. Okay, so I have my notch at the top and the bottom. Then what I'm going to do is that little strip of paper here, I'm going to go ahead and add that on. And make sure I have my stamp and seal on both edges. All right, and because I have the notch there, I want to kind of center this piece in between there. Very good. All right, and then my strawberry, and I like this pattern because it has like the green, which haven't matured yet, strawberries, and the red ones, as well as a few pink ones in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that onto the center of this portion of the card. And do you see how my card's not lined up there? That's going to drive me crazy. So what I'm going to do is just kind of move that over just a little bit and use my bone folder to get a nice crease. And if it still doesn't line up, you just take your trimmer and just trim off just a little bit, and you'll never know it was there. All right, so to finish my card, I'm going to use my stamps here from my stamp set. So I've already die cut this out, and I'm going to put my sentiment on that. And I'm using, this is our paper piercing mat. Because these are photopolymer stamps and they don't have the red rubber, they don't have any cushion. So when you're using photopolymer, you can use this, and that gives it the cushion sometimes to get a really nice image onto your cardstock. So there I have, and it is not quite as dark as I want, which means one of two things. I either did not get the stamp as well as I would like it to, or it's time to re-ink my pad. So let's try that again. Oh, that's so much better. All right, I'm also going to stamp my strawberry. This is my pattern paper, and it's going to be the seeds for my strawberry. And then I'm also going to stamp a stem. All right, so now I'm going to take my strawberry builder punch, and I'm going to punch these out. And so for my stem, I actually kind of did this a little bit awkward here. So what I'm going to do is take this and stamp it again, but I'm going to do it the other direction, There we go. Sometimes you need to know which direction your punch is to know which direction to be able to easily stamp. So here we go. That's lined up here. Whenever I'm using my punches, I do them upside down so I can actually see what I'm punching out. So that's ready to go. And then my strawberry, because this punch has a stem, a leaf, a flower, and a strawberry, it's sometimes awkward to get some of that designer series paper or cardstock into your punch where you need to position it. So what I'm going to do is I have my little piece here. So I'm going to just take a scrap piece of cardstock. I'm going to put a little bit of my adhesive on there. And then now, all of a sudden, I have a handle that I can control where my piece of cardstock, or in this case, DSP, is going in for my punch. So I'm going to punch that. And I have my little scrap there, which I can reuse again for another project. And so now I have my strawberry, my stem, and my wording. So to finish off this card, I'm going to take my stamp and seal, and I'm going to just adhere this onto the card flat. It always helps if you put it right side up. All right, and then for my strawberry, I'm going to put my stem on, and because my stem, there's just these two leaves will go over my strawberry, and these two leaves will be above it. I'm actually going to use glue dots to put that on. So if you notice, what I did was I took my stem and I just put it over my glue dot and pulled it up. So I'm not having to try to pick it up with my fingers. I'm going to put that on my strawberry. I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to use 2 dimensionals to adhere that, because I want my strawberry to just pop up just a little bit. Take the backing off my strawberry there. And I'm just going to put it at a slight angle. Oh, that's so pretty. I love the colors in this card because it's just one of those happy cards. Now I'm going to use our Whisper White 5/8 inch polka dot tulle ribbon, and I'm going to tie it around this little notch in my card. And I'm not going to do a bow, I'm just going to do a double knot. So oftentimes, in order to know if I have enough, do you see how I've laid it over here, where I start here, wrap around the card, and then come back around? That way I know there's enough ribbon there to tie. So I'm just going to double tie this, and then take some scissors. These are my paper snips, which I love crafting with. And these I have marked with a ribbon, which means I just designated these for ribbons. And I have other ones that I use for cutting cardstock and whatnot. So I just have a simple bow, excuse me, just a double knot there on the card. Like I said, I just absolutely love the bright colors on this. So just show you a couple other ones. Here's a similar design, but I'm using more of that pattern paper. And then I used a baby wipe technique to get the strawberries different colors. Here's a very similar card, again using the baby wipe technique. And then instead of using pattern paper, I'm using an embossing folder in the background. And I did not do the notch on this one, so you can see the ribbon might slide around on me a little bit. Here's another one using that sweet strawberry stamp set, using the verbiage from that. Again, the notch. It's just kind of a fun, different design to do. And that strawberry set also has our blossom punch. Will work on that as well. So again, here's the card that we did. So what do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry. Please check out my website and subscribe to my channel for quick videos on how you can be a KeenerINKer too.